Some S&P 500 stocks are down substantially, and as a result, their dividends have doubled. In one case, such as 3M, it was paying about a 2.5% dividend, but because the price is down close to 50%, that dividend is now turned into a 5% dividend. So I'm going to take advantage of that. I showed you about 36 stocks last week that are in the S&P that are paying a dividend, and I'm bringing it down. I'm going to put those dividend stocks inside a solo 401k. So the dividends will actually be paid into my qualified account, and I won't have to pay taxes on those dividends. This is a strategy I'm using specifically to generate income. This can also be used not in a qualified account, but a regular account to give you income. I'm going to go into it in detail, and I'm going to show you the stocks I'm looking at.
Best of Us Investors presents Carrie Griegmeyer.
I did this video on December the 2nd where I shared with you 36 stocks within the S&P 500 that were paying substantial dividends, good dividends. And I got a message from Brian, and he said, this is what I need for my grandmother and my mother. And I said to myself, I wrote him back and said, let me refine it a bit. 36 stocks is a lot of stocks to deal with. I did it over the weekend. I brought it down to 10. And the way I'm going to use this is I have a solo 401k with about $86,000 in it, and I make contributions to it. And I decided what I wanted to do is find 10 stocks in the S&P 500 that are substantial stocks, and I have faith they will continue to grow in the future. And some of them, as I say, are down as much as 50%. So their dividend is multiplied up as a result of their lower price. And so that's what I'm going to do. What I want to do, though, is share with you how I did this evaluation and how I'm going to monitor it. I found a method within Excel spreadsheets that'll give me a minute by minute. I think it's every 15 minutes it updates the price. And so I can monitor this separately on an Excel spreadsheet. And then I can, as I wish, go in and make changes if situations change. So what I've done is basically said, I'm going to allow these stocks that I think are going to grow anyway to make contributions to my solo 401k. You can do the same thing in your IRA, and you can do the same thing in your Roth IRA if you wish. But let's go to the computer and let me explain to you how I went through the analysis, how I came to the conclusions I did, and what I propose to do from this point on. Okay, this is the Excel spreadsheet that I showed you on December the 2nd, and what I have here is listed 36 stocks in the S&P 500 that pay dividends and that I felt were substantial stocks. What I've since done is alphabetize or sort them from smallest dividend to largest dividend. And as you can see, Apple pays 0.65 and Hanes Brands pays 9.19. Now, the reason Hanes Brand pays 9.19 is that the price is down substantially. Over the last 10 years, they've averaged a down price of 24%. So what I then wanted to say is that's too many stocks. And as I said, I have 86,000 in my solo 401k, and if I equally distributed that amongst those 36 stocks, it would amount to $2,388.88 a piece. So what I did was say, okay, I'm going to go through these stocks and see the ones that I'm comfortable with, that I think have continuing growth potential and pay a dividend. As you can see up here on 36, the average dividend was 3.64%. With the 10 that I've chosen, it's gone up to 5.16. And let's kind of look and just go through the 10 stocks. Alta is a cigarette company, MO, and it pays an 8.15. Part of that is why it's up that high is over the last 5 years, it's down 35%. So in the last couple of years, with the coronavirus and whatever, the stock has come down, thus pushing their corresponding dividend up. Dividend is a gas exploration company. I like that. You should know who 3M is. They make your Scotch tape and your sticky notes. Intel I like because it's in fact it's building a plant in Ohio, I believe it is, that in the next several years will be our main provider of high-level semiconductors. AT&T, Verizon in the same business. Broadcom is a very substantial company providing us with internet capability. Clorox makes the bleach. Exxon also in the oil business, and Morgan Stanley, probably the best bank and brokerage house in the business. So what I've done then is said, okay, these are their dividends. They average 5.16%. I have $86,000. I'm going to put an equal amount into each one of them. I've then just used this box to divide their current price into my 86, and that tells me how many shares I'll get. And then you just see it just changed. That's this Excel spreadsheet updating it on a 15-minute basis, okay? Based on the number of shares I'll have in my $8,600, this Alta will produce for me $697 a year. So if we add those all up, I'm going to make the dividends will provide me $4,437.60 a year. This will be an added contribution to my solo 401k, or potentially your IRA or your Roth IRA. Now, being that it's income going into my qualified plan, I won't pay current income taxes on it. But when I take distributions at some later time, I will pay taxes on the growth of those dividends inside that qualified account. Now, if it's a Roth, you will pay the income on that $4,437 in the year you receive it, but you will not pay taxes when you take distributions if it's a Roth at some future date. So consider that. That's a win. That's a win. And again, I am of the opinion at this point these stocks will grow over the next 5 years. Now, if the world changes and AT&T is not part of the changed world, I can always go and take that out, take the whatever I have in AT&T and put it in another S&P 500 dividend stock that I feel would grow. Okay? So that's how I'm going to approach it. I want to explain to you how this works. So I'm going to put MO in this box. And Excel immediately recognizes that's Alta. I then tap on this box and I get this little insert data. I click on it and I say I want to insert the current price. And so I click there, and there is the current price on Alta. If I'm investing $10,000, I'll get 215 shares. My income, I merely then have to put equals my amount invested times my percentage, and there's my income. So that's how this works. I think it's an excellent way to create and monitor dividend-producing stock portfolio. I recognize that wasn't easy. To figure out how to do that Excel spreadsheet takes some time and some learning. So what I've decided to do is take our Best of Us Investors website and change it into an educational website where we'll teach you how to do build those kinds of Excel spreadsheets. We'll teach you how to analyze analyze stocks, and more importantly, will teach you how to create a financial plan for you that takes in all aspects of financial planning and helps you make sure that you're on the right track. I've said many times that financial planning and building a financial structure for yourself is both offensive and defensive. The investing element is basically offensive, but you have to bring the defensive and manage the risk as well as manage the risks of life insurance, of long-term care insurance, of disability insurance, and then also you need to create different pockets of investment for retirement, for possibly the education of your children, down payment for your home. And this is all about financial planning. And I want to educate you. I don't want to become your financial advisor. I am not that. But I want you to understand the process and help you get there. My objective is to make you a better investor and then to help you create a better financial situation for you and those people that you leave behind. My name is Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. I'm a CFP, a CHSC, and a CLU. And I just want to share my knowledge with you. I'll do that again tomorrow.